We are coming up on 7:59 on your Monday morning drive. Got the camera frozen there for a second. Let me take you back up to North Portland. The I-5 commute is starting to tighten up a little bit up near the Expo Center. I think we can bring that back. Can we? Let's see. There it is. Yeah, there we go. I-5 southbound now about 15 miles an hour or so. That commute up near the Expo Center. So with that being said, we're now up to 20 minutes to get you in from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. South side of town not looking good. That's I-5 through Tualatin, still zipping right along there. Inbound I-84, 25 minutes now to get you in from Troutdale to downtown. Rod?
Thank you, Chris. Cloudiness starting to look a little more convincing that it could rain soon. If you look at our coastal cameras, this one's in Lincoln State from Schnookwan's Casino Resort. There is some rain offshore, and the beach will be the best chance of seeing some light rain at times today. Looking off to the west, here are the clouds over the Reserve Beers and Golf Club out in Aloha. Portland's at 51. We do have light shower chances in today's forecast, but a lot of us will either stay dry or just see a trace of rain.
After nearly 6 weeks, the government shutdown could soon be ending. We'll bring you the latest today and what's happening in Washington, D.C.
And the U.S. Department of Agriculture walking back the dispersal of SNAP benefits after a judge ordered benefits to be paid in full Friday. What this could mean for you, plus.
We're all in this together, and the community's really showed up for us.
As those SNAP benefits remain up in the air, we'll take a look at what one local business is doing to help those in need. Sunrise streaming live at 7 starts right now. 8 o'clock starts right now.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us live at 8 o'clock. I'm China Green.
It is 8 o'clock, isn't it?
It's 8.
Already. Awesome. I'm Tim Gordon in for Drew Carney today. Rod Hill, Chris McGinnis standing by with our weather and traffic. And Rod, pretty good start.
Yeah, been a quiet morning weather-wise. We are all dry, coming off of our all-dry weekend for the first time in a month. We hit 60 plus both days over the weekend. Hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy. We are seeing the spats of rain just offshore. There's Long Beach, so it's actually starting to kiss the northern tip of the peninsula up there. And the best chance of rain today will be up in that northern coastal area. Salem, cloudy skies, maybe a trace of rain coming through at some point today, maybe not. More clouds than anything. As you drop south of Salem, you really get into a better chance of seeing the cloud deck actually thin out at times today. Here's Portland, overcast but dry and comfortable out the door, 51 degrees. We'll be 55 at noon, 56 at 5 o'clock. Not much wind today, and again, we get into that chance of mainly some traceable light showers passing across the sky. Here's Chris.
Rod, we take you to the top deck at the Fremont Bridge. We had a really cool looking view of a Hawk there just a second ago. Anyway, the Hawk had a great view of, I think, a disabled vehicle on the bridge here. I apologize for the bumpiness of the camera. It's up really high, obviously, on the Fremont. But in any event, southbound I-405 running a little plugged up as we roll southbound over to the west side of town. Speaking of the west side, there's a live look right now at Highway 26 to Sylvan Hill. All 3 lanes, a little bit of slowing as you come down the hill from Skyline Boulevard. At last check, 20 minutes gets you in from Hillsborough to downtown. And last but not least, your Clark County commutes. I-205 looks great. I-5, of course, slow and steady over the Interstate Bridge. Right now, it's about a 19-minute ride to get you in from Main Street to the Fremont. China?
Thank you, Chris. New this morning, a Clackamas County man is in the hospital after deputies shot him last night. It happened near Sandy along Southeast 362nd Avenue. A 911 caller reported his 44-year-old son set utility trailer on fire. Deputies and Oregon State Police trooper found the man and shot him, but Sheriff's Office didn't say what led up to the shooting. He was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition. The deputy is on paid administrative leave, which is Sheriff's Office policy.
We've got some big news on this Monday morning. The government shutdown now in its 41st day could actually end soon.
Yesterday, 8 Democrats joined Republicans to reach a tentative deal to fund the government for the next couple of months. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us now. So Thomas, walk us through this deal.
Yeah, well, guys, the key point here is that this agreement would fund the government through January 30th. Now, 8 Democrats siding with Republicans in the Senate, reaching that 60-vote threshold to kick this idea over to the House of Representatives. Now, this idea really breaks down into 3 different bills to fund different parts of the government through next year, including SNAP benefits. It reverses shutdown layoffs of federal workers and guarantees federal employee back pay. It also sets a vote on government health care subsidies for December. Though Democrats are divided if a vote on those subsidies they've long been pushing for is good enough.
Over 20 million Americans are going to see at least a doubling in their premiums in the Affordable Care Act.
Democrats who voted for the deal say tying the government shutdown to the health care issue wasn't working. Meanwhile, Republicans are confident this deal will hold.
It looks like we're getting close to the shutdown ending.
I'm optimistic.
Meanwhile, here in the Pacific Northwest, Democratic lawmakers, senators for both Washington and Oregon, have voted against this idea, saying that President Trump has been using vulnerable families as a bargaining chip. Now, this is a big hurdle for this idea to clear the Senate, but keep in mind, guys, it still has to go through the House of Representatives and then on to President Trump's desk for signing. Tim, China?
Yes, it does. You're right. We'll be watching. Thanks, Thomas. Well, 27 flights have been canceled at Portland International Airport within the last 24 hours. That is according to FlightAware. Yesterday, PDX saw 16 canceled flights with 32 others delayed. This comes after the government ordered a 10% cut to flights at the nation's 48 busiest airports, and PDX is included in that. Federal workers there have now gone more than a month without pay, and the U.S. Transportation Secretary warns they'll have to make deeper cuts if the shutdown lasts much longer.
Meanwhile, even more uncertainty this morning surrounding a critical federal food assistance program. In a major walkback, the U.S. Department of Agriculture is directing states not to issue full SNAP benefits this month. On Friday, the department said that it would resume full SNAP funding after a judge ordered the Trump administration to do so. A memo Saturday directed states to reverse any unauthorized payments and warned that noncompliance could lead to funding cuts or financial liability. Oregon's Attorney General criticized the move on CNN.
I think here in America, we should never, it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican, we should never accept when Americans are going hungry. It is just such a bizarre turn of event that we have a president that's fighting so hard to take people's food assistance away.
So it's unclear exactly how the USDA expects states to get back any unauthorized SNAP payments, but Governor Tina Kotek sent out a response saying the state acted lawfully with court orders and that she's, quote, disgusted that President Trump is trying to take back SNAP benefits. In Washington, Governor Bob Ferguson told recipients to check their cards, and if there are funds available, they can use them.
And with all the SNAP uncertainty, Non's Taqueria has been one of the local businesses that's decided to do what they can to help those whose benefits are in jeopardy.
Jay Coulter brings us a story from the restaurant food box package and delivery day.
We started a week ago, we did 25 boxes, and 2 days later we did 50, and then 2 days later we did 100, and today we're doing approximately 140.
A community center turned food packing and distribution center Sunday as volunteers put together boxes full of food and essentials to those in need. Non's Taqueria owner Miranda Louise Silva posted a TikTok last month before the SNAP pause, saying that if anyone needed food, she'd be glad to offer it. But when SNAP actually paused this month, there was a large influx of those requesting help.
We got an email line set up. We had a whole admin team come together of like 20 people and organize different avenues that people could contact us and let us know that they needed help. And it went from people saying we need help in a couple of days to almost everyone in urgent need of food.
Sunday's boxes consisted of things like chicken, milk, cereal, pasta, fresh produce, but also things like diapers, wipes, and pet food. Volunteer organizer Leah May says the community has been so generous.
It's really beautiful too, as we're doing the shops, as we're in Costco, people ask us, why do you have so many gallons of milk? What's going on with all this bread? And people are pulling out of their wallets and handing us a 20. And just the community, we're all in this together, and the community's really showed up for us.
Fellow restaurant owner Michelle Quijano on site Sunday to help out.
Just made contact and rented out this facility. I have access to this because I live in this area, so rented out this facility to allow the space to kind of increase the operations as much as we could.
May says more than 120 boxes Sunday will feed more than 500 people, and they fed around 2,500 in the last 10 days. Going forward, they want to continue to collect donations to fund a weekly food distribution like Sundays. Luis Silva says all the donation links can be found on Non's Taqueria's TikTok page. Jay Coulter, KGW News.
And we will continue to bring you the latest on the government shutdown, both on air and over on our streaming app, KGW+. You can also visit our website. It has all our previous coverage detailing the extent of the shutdown's impact.
Sonoma County Animal Services is calling on the community to adopt a pet. They say that the Troutdale facility is over capacity with dogs outpacing adoptions. Right now, Animal Services is not able to take any surrenders, but they are asking those in foster programs to reach out to possibly take in a temporary to help with capacity.
All right, let's get to Rod Hill now with a forecast for Monday. How you doing, Rod?
Hey, doing well. Pretty quiet day so far. We are seeing rain starting to push inland up around Long Beach. And again, it's very possible to see the rain offshore here that you folks in Clackamas County, for example, Cannon Beach, Seaside, Astoria, at some point this morning get into a little period of passing light rain. I think anything that reaches into the valley will be broken, and we'll be doing well to get any measurable rainfall whatsoever. But here's the radar zoomed in, and there's Ocean Park. Here's the mouth of the Columbia. You can see the rain starting to nip there up in Washington with rain clearly offshore. If you look at the camera, Gerhardt by the Sea Resort, you should be able to see Tillamook Head. You would if it were clear. It's right there. So that's a low cloud deck, and the ground is wet. There was some rain up in Astoria overnight, so that's been kind of the bullseye where we have seen some moisture. All dry here in the valley. The Chehalem tasting room camera out of Sherwood, and partly cloudy morning over in Central Oregon. The forecast for Bend today is 65 degrees. Here's Sun River Resort, probably about 59 for a high. There's Bachelor sticking up, and they're partly cloudy. So some nice weather around different parts of our state. Current temperatures, we've had dense fog down in Eugene, 42, a day that has a good chance to become partly sunny when you drop down to the south. It's cold out in Burns this morning, 29 degrees, partly cloudy skies being reported. Back to the valley forecast, mainly dry in Salem, McMinnville, and Corvallis. There's that chance of a raindrop at some point, and also some thinning clouds at times today with south winds. Better chance of seeing some light rain when you get up to Portland and then north up into Vancouver and Kelso. Generally 50s on the west side until you drop down to the south. There's Eugene at 62. There's the Bend forecast in the mid 60s and even 61 out in John Day. So some nice weather to be found. 7-day forecast numbers. I've got us right about 58 degrees in Portland today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Chance of just a dab of light rain at times coming in later today. Otherwise dry. Tomorrow, no rain chance at all for Veterans Day. Chance of showers on Wednesday, but we don't expect really anything in terms of widespread measurable rain until we get into Thursday and Friday. Those days look to be wet. Saturday's kind of an in-between day, and then another system picks up the rain on Sunday, and that is your forecast. Here's Chris.
Rodney, thank you for that. Our Monday morning drive has actually been mostly pretty good. I do have a couple of slow spots out there. We'll take you over to Lentz, I-205 near Foster. From this perspective, we're looking northbound here, so that's your northbound 205 drive. Speed sensors show that's moving along at about 20 miles an hour. Obviously, we could do worse on a Monday morning, right? Elsewhere in town, we'll switch gears. Door number 2 takes us to the Banfield. This is 82nd Avenue up here. Down below is Interstate 84. That looks like that's in pretty good shape. And door number 3 takes us over to the Sunset. Let's try that again. Door number 3 takes us over to the Sunset. There we go. At Sylvan Hill, Highway 26. A little slow, but not bad. Less than 20 minutes to get you in from Hillsborough to downtown right now.
Thank you, Chris.
At age 3, the only thing I think we should be considering is getting them into a little habit of being clean and just hygiene.
Still to come on Sunrise, kids getting into skincare early, but now some parents are asking how soon is too soon when it comes to worrying about your skin. What one doctor had to say when Sunrise streaming live at 7 continues in 2 minutes.
And it is the season. KGW's Great Toy Drive is going on right now. And of course, we need your help filling up our KGW toy box, which we're giving you a live look at right now. You can visit kgw.com/toy and send us a toy from our wish list there. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and just drop off a new unwrapped toy at any IQ Credit Union, Fred Meyer, or local Toyota dealership, and you can help us bring a little joy to local kids this holiday season. Thank you so much for helping. We'll be right back.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On weather impact alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news, live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Actor turned entrepreneur Shay Mitchell just launched a new skincare line for 3-year-olds. It has parents asking how soon is too soon when it comes to skincare. NBC's Stephanie Gosk reports.
What is me? This morning, a new skincare line for kids igniting a fierce debate.
When did we start to think that 3-year-olds need to be obsessed by anti-aging or makeup?
Rini, which means children in Korean, is a new company from actress turned entrepreneur Shay Mitchell and 2 of her friends. Mitchell says it was inspired by her own experience with her 2 daughters wanting face masks she thought were inappropriate.
The ingredients in these masks are crazy. They actually shouldn't be used for kids at all.
Her beauty brand has face masks designated for growing faces ages 3 and over.
We are committed to being dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, vegan, cruelty-free.
Mitchell says it's not about beauty, but self-care that's fun, gentle, and safe. But some parents and healthcare providers are not so sure.
At age 3, the only thing I think we should be considering is getting them into a little habit of being clean and just hygiene.
Generation Alpha, which includes children ages 15 and younger, has been swarming into beauty stores, dubbed on social media Sephora Kids. They spent $4.7 billion on beauty and skincare in 2023 alone. That demand is driving new so-called skinfluencers on social media.
Get ready with me for my best friend's pool party.
Like 11-year-old Naya, the star of a viral TikTok account run by her mom, Ashley.
I've learned a lot about skincare and makeup. I've learned how to have a lot of fun with my mom. This one's kid-friendly.
The pair says it's a way to start healthy routines together.
That if your children are old enough to be curious about it, it's time to have a conversation.
When it comes to using preventive skincare products, doctors say kids should wait until puberty.
Wait till there is an issue, when their skin actually changes, then you start targeting their skin with specific products.
All right. Well, I'm waiting for your commentary here.
If you weren't watching last hour, I'm for it, and you probably are thinking why that's wrong. My thought is as a girl, I saw my mom do things that I wanted to do. Either way, the kid's gonna grab the lipstick and put the lipstick on. So if your mom's doing a face mask and the kid wants to put a face mask on, at least it's hypoallergenic and good for her.
And you're bonding.
And we're bonding.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like the kid needs to do this every day. It needs to be like a skincare routine. I say if I had a daughter, I would just get some and just have it on a side drawer. And if it became, a moment where she actually wanted to do what mom was doing, then that's,
Seems fair.
Yeah.
Face friendly for that little girl.
But there are traps. For example, I remember this. I remember seeing, I'm being totally serious. I remember seeing my dad mow the yard when I was a little kid, thinking, I want to do that. What a mistake that was.
Yeah. I also think like for boys, I think one thing that would be a smart business move for them is to make shaving cream for boys, where it's not actually shaving cream, doesn't have the same stuff. But the boys can put on, their shaving cream and then, do the fake razor with dad, but it's actually not bad for their skin.
Yeah, I don't like doing that either. I like watching dad eat. I enjoy that. I've always enjoyed that. All right, here's a look at our satellite radar. We've got rain offshore, actually inland right now over Long Beach. So reasonable to assume this is going to hold together somewhat and give you folks in Clackamas County down toward Tillamook a little passage of light rain here in the coming hours. Here's a close-up of Doppler radar. There has been some rain overnight inland around Astoria and down through Gearhart. There's Seaside and Cannon Beach. Other than that, radar is picking up some rain showers up in the Cascades and Washington. Futurecast doesn't show much. I mean, this is noon. This is showing the rain I just showed you kind of falling apart, and it looks to be one of those days where either we get some traces of rain passing through Portland, Salem, and Vancouver, or we don't. Notice how the clouds break when you get east of the Cascades, and could also be some thinning clouds down toward Eugene during the day as well. So overall, just a nice quiet day. Just don't be surprised if we feel a raindrop falling out of the clouds at some point. Here's tomorrow morning, some cloudiness, then some sun, and then clouds increase, but a dry Veterans Day expected. And while I think there is the chance of showers on Wednesday, This weather model likes to staying dry. Rain gathering offshore will be coming inland on Thursday. So we talked about this way back even on Friday of last week, that this will be a pretty quiet start to the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, with the next significant rainmaker coming in on Thursday. That still looks to be the case. This is Thursday, Friday rain combo. It shows over an inch at the coast, half of an inch or maybe not even that much in Salem and Portland. It does show some measurable rainfall out across eastern areas of our state as well. All right, live cameras. We are cloudy and we are dry here in Portland. That's the Providence Park camera. Light winds, 52 degrees is the number. 47 in Salem. Eugene has had some fog this morning, 43. Partly cloudy, 20s out in Burns, but above freezing this morning out in Baker City, 36. And you folks out east have a dry day coming. All right, here's the best chance of seeing some light rain, and we just saw it on radar. Raining right now along the Long Beach Peninsula, Ocean Park and Long Beach itself. 57 in Pacific City today. Southwest Washington, decent chance of some light rain, but I think most of us would do well to get anything measurable. It could just be a trace. Here's our 7-day forecast. I like upper 50s the next several days. The next significant rain coming in on Thursday and Friday. A bit of a break day on Saturday, and then another system on Sunday. No way we have back-to-back completely dry weekends. I mean, come on.
It's November.
Yeah, it's November.
That'd be crazy. That's crazy talk. All right, you know what else is pretty crazy? The morning commute in a good frame here. We're very, very light with the freeway volume out there. So we're getting around mostly okay. I mean, we've got a couple of slow spots. This is I-5 up near the Expo Center, and the traffic gets progressively slower as folks head down towards Columbia Boulevard and Lombard. So with that in mind, the drive out of Clark County, not bad, but we're looking at about 16 minutes or so. Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. Quick check of the Sylvan Hill. Traffic's still a little busy there. Interstate 84, that looks good. Right now the drive times break down like this. Again, not bad. We could do a lot worse than this on a Monday. 22 minutes gets you in from Troutdale west to the I-5 split. Tim?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. McGinnis. Still to come on Sunrise, new federal indictments in the sports betting scandal. This time rocking Major League Baseball. 2 Cleveland Guardians accused of rigging their own pitches. We'll have the latest when Sunrise continues right after this.
KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Now to your morning rush. Authorities recovered another victim from Tuesday's deadly UPS cargo plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky, raising the death toll to 14 with more expected. UPS and FedEx have grounded cargo planes of the same model involved in the crash. The National Transportation Safety Board says the plane left engine caught fire and detached before going down. President Donald Trump has issued full and unconditional pardons to several allies, accusing him of helping him try to overturn the 2020 election. Those pardoned include Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and Mark Meadows, along with other co-defendants. And the household debt in the U.S. has hit a record high, nearly $19 trillion, according to the New York Fed. That includes mortgages, car loans, credit cards and student loans. Both credit card and student loan debt top $1 trillion each. Researchers say despite the rising numbers, most households remain financially stable. And the Mega Millions jackpot is now up to $900 million after no one hit all 6 numbers on Friday. It's the 8th largest jackpot in game history and only one of 3 to top this level since a record $1.6 billion in 2023. The next drawing is tomorrow, and that's your Morning Rush.
Head to the sports world now, and another betting scandal, this time involving Major League Baseball after 2 pitchers were charged in a scheme to rig their own pitches. NBC's Stephen Romo has more.
A bombshell rocking the baseball world with an explosive new indictment unsealed today, charging 2 Cleveland Guardians pitchers in connection with an alleged bet-rigging scheme.
I think it's huge. First reaction was shock.
Prosecutors say Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz intentionally threw balls instead of strikes on certain pitches in exchange for bribes or kickbacks from sports bettors. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York saying it started as early as May 2023, first with Clase before Ortiz joined. The pair are charged with conspiracy, fraud, bribery, and more. Prosecutors writing in part that the players illegally enriched themselves and their co-conspirators misled the public and betrayed America's pastime.
They undermine the integrity of the sport as a whole. And if people break the most widely known rule in all of baseball, they should suffer the consequences.
The Guardian saying we will continue to fully cooperate in the investigation. Major League Baseball writing our investigation is ongoing. This comes on the heels of other gambling scandals like last month's arrest of a Portland Trail Blazers coach and Miami Heat guard for alleged poker and betting schemes. Authorities say both Clase and Ortiz have been on paid leave since July when the investigation started. Today, Ortiz's attorney releasing a statement denying the charges and vowing to fight the case. NBC News has reached out to Clase's team but have not yet heard back. On Monday, the players will make their first appearance in federal court for a hearing. Stephen Romo, NBC News.
I feel like it's like a sick joke that someone's playing on me, but I know that he's gone.
Coming up in our next half hour, a mother's call for answers after her 20-year-old son was shot and killed in downtown Portland. We'll be right back.
Beautiful picture.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news, live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Hey, good morning. I'm Tim Gordon. Oregon and Washington's governors both say they'll resist orders from the Trump administration to undo SNAP distributions that were already paid this month following a federal court order. The USDA sent a memo to states across the country directing them to reverse any full November payments and only give out reduced SNAP benefits. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek called the directive unlawful and immoral. Let's get to weather now in Rod Hill.
Well, we're watching some rain push inland after seeing it out to sea much of the morning. And by inland, there's Long Beach getting some rain and now nipping along the mouth of the Columbia River as well. We are all dry here in Portland and Vancouver. We zipped the Vancouver camera into the control tower there at PDX, the view from the springs at the waterfront. Here are the clouds so looking off to the west from the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club out in Aloha. Portland is at 51 degrees. There is a chance, by midday anyway, of some light rain showers in the area, but a lot of us could either stay dry or simply see a trace of rain. We don't see any likely widespread rain until Thursday.
Well, it's an important date in military history. The U.S. Marine Corps turns 250 years old today. On November 10th, 1775, John Adams drafted a resolution creating what was then known as the Continental Marines. Now the U.S. Mint has unveiled a special commemorative coin to honor the Marines' history. Currently, there are more than 200,000 active duty and reserve Marines serving this great country, the United States.
And to that I say good morning and thank you for your service. All right, we have a lot of news to get to. We have Tim Gordon in for Drew Carney. We have some traffic to talk about, but first let's get you to your weather.
Yeah, we are tracking some rain now starting to push inland up around the north coast. So good morning, Astoria. Good morning, Gearhart, perhaps down in the seaside here soon. Other than that, we are dry. We have partly cloudy skies east of the Cascades as you drop southward down through the valley as well. Here are mostly cloudy skies over our state capital this morning. Leaves are disappearing, but still holding on to some pretty orange fall colors there. 47 is your current temperature. Winds are light. Cloudy you're seeing currently over downtown Portland from our Rose City camera. Light winds again, and 51 degrees. Our day moving forward. One of those days where there's the chance of some light rain passing at some point. But we're talking about either no rain where you are or maybe generally just a trace to barely measurable if we get some of this rain. It is raining right now up around Long Beach, 56 degrees at 5 p.m. A lot of our state will be just pretty nice. Partly sunny skies as you head east over the Cascades. Temperatures out in La Grande, 55. Could be 61 in Bend today. It's partly cloudy in Sun River currently. Eugene has had some fog this morning, and then right now we have the rain moving in up around Astoria and then north across the Columbia. 7-day forecast numbers. I like 58 the next several days. And while there's a rain chance today and a rain chance on Wednesday for Portland, we don't really see much of any impactful rainfall until we get to a system coming in on Thursday, so 3 days out. But it will be raining at times Thursday and Friday with rain chances into your weekend. Here's Chris McGinnis.
Rod, thanks for that. With the Veterans Day holiday tomorrow, it looks like a lot of folks may be opting to make it a 4-day weekend, right? And the reason I say that is because the drive times are just very light for this hour of a Monday morning commute. Your trip out of Vancouver, 17 minutes to get you in from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. I mean, there is a little bit of local slowing. This is up near Columbia Boulevard right now. But that said, again, by typical standards here, this is really, really light traffic out there for now. There's a live look at the Sylvan Hill, Highway 26 and Interstate 84, the Banfield, out near Providence Medical Center. That westbound commute is getting in just fine right now. 21 minutes gets you in from Troutdale to the I-5 split. Tim?
All right, Chris, thanks. Developing in Woodburn, the police department there is investigating what caused an explosion at a hotel on Saturday. Police arrived at the Woodburn Inn on North Pacific Highway, where they found 3 people hurt. One was outside, hit by glass from that explosion. The other 2 were found inside a motel room with burns. All 3 are expected to survive. This caused a pretty big disturbance. The motel was evacuated and cleared of any other explosives. Anyone with information is asked to reach out to Woodburn Police.
Police in Gresham are asking for help from the community to find a man they say is in danger. So take a good look at your screen right here. This is 41-year-old Kai Santos. Police say he was last seen at a care facility near Northeast Kelly Avenue and 7th around 9:30 Saturday morning. Santos is quadriplegic and wheelchair-bound and is unable to care for himself. His family believes that he scheduled himself a pickup from Ride to Care, but they don't know where he went. So if you call him or see him, call 911.
A Washington family is suing the gaming platform Roblox and messaging app Discord, claiming they failed to protect their teen daughter from an online predator. The 13-year-old girl was using those platforms when she met someone that she thought was another teenage girl, but it was actually a man who exchanged graphic messages and photos with the teen. The now 14-year-old girl and her family are still suffering over what the lawsuit calls sexual exploitation and abuse, leading to emotional distress, psychological trauma, and mental anguish.
We can never undo what happened and the harm that was done, but hopefully we can, find some way to make them whole. That we're trying to force systemic change on Roblox and these platforms, really to make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone in the future.
Now, neither company's directly addressed this lawsuit. The unknown predator has not been charged.
New information this morning on a Saturday crash that injured 2 Portland police officers in Northeast Portland. So officers have booked 47-year-old Zachary Lee on DUI and reckless driving charges. Investigators say that Lee turned into opposing lanes onto Northeast 129th Place, crashing nearly head-on into a police patrol car. Both cars needed to be towed, and all 3 people involved were taken to the hospital.
We're devastated. It still hasn't set in.
A local mother is mourning the loss of her son 1 week after he was shot and killed in downtown Portland.
As she shares her story with KGW's John Adams, she's urging anyone who may know what led up to his death to come forward.
Portland area native Taylor Ritter was full of life, a devoted son and big brother, always up for adventure. But for his mother Amanda, the last week has been a nightmare.
It's real, but it's not real, right? I feel like it's like a sick joke that someone's playing on me, but I know that he's gone.
The 20-year-old was killed by gunfire in the early morning hours of November 2nd in a parking lot on Southwest 3rd in downtown Portland. Portland police say the suspect or suspects responsible left the scene before they arrived. His mother, who was staying off camera to protect her identity, tells us her son's death has rocked their family.
No mom should ever have to bury their child. Their child should be burying us one day. So having him go and being my firstborn has really put a strain on my life, and let alone his younger brothers, who now feel like they have to step up in his position to be there for me.
Amanda says her son was only 2 pounds when he was born and grew up to love his family and the outdoors. This is what she would say to him if she had the opportunity for one more conversation.
Taylor, you are taken way too soon, and we love you and we miss you, and we would do anything just for one more minute. And if I could switch you places, I would in a heartbeat, because I've had enough time on this earth.
As the investigation into his death continues, Amanda is urging anyone in the community who may know something about her son's death to come forward.
If you know something, say something. If you know something about this, just say something, because I don't want another mother to ever feel the way I feel.
That was John Adams reporting that sad story. Ritter's family has started a GoFundMe to pay for funeral expenses now. We have that link available in this article on KGW.com. And if anyone has information about this case and has not already talked to police, please contact homicide tips at police.portlandoregon.gov or call 503-823-0479.
A Hillsborough man arrested by ICE last month in what his family insists was a case of mistaken identity has now been released. Victor Cruz has a work authorization and pending visa. His family says that he was arrested in mid-October by federal agents looking for another man by the same name who had a criminal history. Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici, who's been pushing for his release, said in a statement Cruz was released on a bond following a judge's order.
A group of local healthcare professionals took to the streets on Sunday to protest against the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers put on their scrubs and stethoscopes and joined demonstrators outside the ICE facility down in South Macadam. They wanted to showcase their position as caregivers, no matter the status of the person they're treating.
We want people to thrive. We want people to live and thrive. We want families to be together. We're all about health, healthy lives. This is very negative. It has a very punitive effect on people.
So over the weekend, Portland police arrested 2 people outside the ICE facility, one person on Friday night for menacing and unlawful use of a weapon, and one person Saturday night for criminal mischief. Well, a strike could be looming at OHSU as thousands of workers vote this week on a strike authorization.
Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz has the breakdown on what this means.
Well, guys, these are workers, pretty much everybody here at OHSU that's not a doctor or a nurse or a student for that matter as well. So think custodians, painters, pharmacists, therapists, really all sorts of different working groups. The union says that they're looking for higher wages, especially for their lowest paid workers. Over the next 3 years, the union would like to see all of their workers paid at least $27 an hour. They say currently some make as little as $18 an hour. Last Wednesday, the union issued an impasse in negotiations after 10 months of bargaining. That means both sides will submit their best and final offer in a couple of days this Wednesday. That'll be followed by a 30-day cooling off period before a strike could occur.
It's disheartening to see other institutions in the Portland metro area, like bagel shops or car washes, offering $23 to $25 an hour for very entry-level jobs. Our workers, no matter what our workers do, are specialized, and they are absolutely critical to the mission of OHSU.
In a statement, OHSU says they value their employees, adding OHSU's leadership and bargaining teams will continue working to reach an agreement while also ensuring that OHSU is financially sustainable for generations to come. Now, a big question here is, will operations and services continue at the current degree if there is a strike? We asked OHSU that question. They said yes, operations will continue at the current rate. Those negotiations will just be going on at the same time. Tim, China.
Your time now is 8:40. Headed over to Chris McGinnis for a look at your traffic.
Yeah, pretty light out there on this Monday morning. Again, with the holiday tomorrow, it's likely folks are probably taking a 4-day weekend here, right? So we've got freeways that are generally in pretty good shape here. I found a couple of slow spots. This is I-84 westbound coming out of the Hollywood district right now, puttering along at about 20 miles an hour. But that said, not all that bad. As we look across the system here, we don't have a lot of trouble out there for right now, and the drive times reflect that. The trip in from Wilsonville right now, about 21 minutes to get you in from the Boone Bridge north to the Markham. If you're heading south today, just know this. I wanted to bring up this snapshot down in the Eugene area, and I know Rod's been talking about some patchy fog. Lane County specifically is under dense fog advisory until 10 o'clock, so there are some foggy pockets as you get way to the south, but locally, guys, we're off to a pretty good start on this Monday morning drive.
Looking good. Thanks, Chris. Still to come here on Sunrise, thousands of miles of forest damaged by extreme heat. What researchers say the 2021 heat dome did to Oregon's trees and why they're worried it could happen again.
Hey, our team tests products all day. We don't bring you the rejects, the ones we don't like. We only bring you the ones we like, and we can get you great deals on. We have an exclusive deal on this one today. Come on in. This is the Cup Cozy Pillow. 5 holes in this one, which is great and better than I've seen out there for the price, and it's substantial too. And here's what I also like. It's substantial in that you can kind of bounce around a little bit, and it doesn't much move, which is great. Here's the other thing I love. It's insulated, so it keeps the cold drinks cold and the hot drinks hot. For example, this was in my refrigerator for the past couple of days. I brought it out about 40 minutes ago. It is still cold to the touch. I have boiling hot water in here. Again, did this about a half hour ago. It is still hot to the touch. You can put your remote in here, your phone, all of that. It's great for the couch, great for the bed, great for the car with kids in the back seat. And here's the other thing I like. There are different versions of it too, like this one. You can zip it right off and you can clean it nice and easy in the washing machine. They also have different styles to choose from, which I love, like cats and dogs, even unicorns. And they come in various colors so you can pick your own. They normally start at $29.99, but we have an exclusive deal for you today, up to 26% off for the Cup Cozy Pillow. And yeah, make a friend happy. It's a great gift too. Scan the QR code on your screen or go to shoptvdeals.com.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW+.
It feels like a warning sign.
Researchers at Oregon State are sounding the alarm after finding a record-breaking heat dome in 2021 scorched more than 1,000 miles of forest in western Oregon and Washington. Temperatures rose to 116 degrees in Portland in late June of that year. For 3 days, our area saw record-breaking temperatures. Researchers say around 5% of our forests in western Washington and Oregon were damaged. Many lost leaves and needles that summer, which is something experts say they'd never seen before. They worry now about what would happen if heat waves occurred in back-to-back years.
Having parts of the canopy die off, having the productivity for a whole season be curtailed is not good for the health of the tree and could contribute to forest decline.
Adam Sibley is a scientist who contributed to that research. He says some trees stopped growing in 2021 due to the heat. He's worried more trees could be pushed past their limits in the future.
All right, your time now is 8:45. We're going upstairs. Rod Hill on the weather deck this morning.
I'm outside.
He's outside.
It's complete. I made it. It's completely dry up here, by the way. I feel a little bit of an air movement from the southeast here in downtown, but pretty much light winds. On the KGW weather deck, brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. Back to that heat wave story of 2021 briefly. What's really noteworthy, obviously we had that, which we'd never done before, 116 degrees. Before that heat wave hit, the record for the hottest temperature in Portland for years had been 107. But then I think it was either the following August or 2 Augusts removed after that June heat wave, we hit 108. So clearly the bar seems to be shifting. And could we do it in this decade, get up to 110 again? Or is it going to be 20, 30 years away? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I do want to touch on the opposite temperature trend, and that is the first batch of noticeably chilly, cold November air that's dropped out of Canada down through the Great Lakes. Atlanta, Georgia, notice the blue colors, 40 degrees. These are current numbers. Little Rock's at 37. They've got at least 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground in Chicago. They're looking for snow showers today to add another inch or so. They are at 29 degrees. There are different warnings for the narrow but potent lake effect snow belts, especially around Lake Erie, where they could have some fairly heavy snow amounts. You see Cleveland checking in at 33. All right, so we'll keep an eye on all of that. Here at home, we have the clouds. We're pretty quiet. We are seeing some rain. Director Brian Matthews, my iPad's not changing maps. Brian's got me. He's going to move us along. There's the radar showing some rain up in Astoria. And there's Ocean Park, solid light rain up through Long Beach. Seaside now getting a touch of rain. Futurecast doesn't pick up on much. Brian, go ahead and take us through the next couple of pauses. But you see a lot of clouds through the day, and maybe we get a trace or touch of rain today moving through Portland, and maybe we don't. Your Veterans Day will be dry. This is tomorrow afternoon showing increasing clouds. And then Wednesday, we have more clouds working up through the area. Weather models, for the most part, keep any widespread rain away from us here in the valley until we get to Thursday. All right, let's check out the temperature in Portland. Cloudy skies, 51 degrees is the number. Again, chance of some light rain passing, but overall a pretty quiet day. And a lot of us will simply stay dry away from that north coast area where we just saw the rain moving in. 47 in Salem. Chris talked about the fog, and 44 down into Eugene, 36 out in Baker City. Forecast for today, best chance for rain is where it's happening right now, and that's up along the north coast. Astoria expecting 56 degrees today, some passing light rain, otherwise a cloudy day. And here in southwest Washington, a better chance of seeing some passing rain than, say, you folks in Salem or Albany. Temperatures in the 50s, southeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Our 7-day forecast numbers show that we have likely rain coming in on Thursday and Friday. Chance of some rain today, a chance on Wednesday. But again, nothing overly significant until we have rainy weather on Thursday and Friday. Thursday afternoon through Friday, we'll see Cascade snow, I think, over the passes develop, so we'll keep an eye on that. It is birthday time. All right, pretty good party today, and it all begins with Will, who is 2 today. Really cute picture sitting on the step there. Happy birthday. Zayden is 10. We have a whole bunch of 10-year-olds today, which is kind of exciting. Zayden's 10 in Astoria. Also celebrating 10 is Nora. Happy birthday to you. Really pretty. You have a spring dress there. And then Emily is also 10. More of a fall theme in that picture, it looks like, out there with the hay or the straw. Happy birthday to you. We have Abby, who is 17 in Camas today. Happy birthday. And also celebrating on this Monday is Kim, turning 70 in Sandy, out there along the river. Great picture. Hope you have a fun day with your friends and family. That's our list. Birthdays at KGW.com. We'll go down to Chris. Chris, 50 degrees, pretty comfortable outside, sir. Back to you.
Sounds good, yeah, and thank you for providing us with such a lovely weekend. You can send your tips to Rod Hill. All right, let's go ahead and get you out the door. The drive today has been pretty light on the freeway system with, again, the Veterans Day holiday tomorrow. A lot of folks probably opting for a 4-day weekend, but we still have a couple of slow spots out there. I-5 up near Lombard, there's your southbound commute. Total trip in from Clark County, 13 minutes, Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. I mean, this is an atypical Monday morning drive for sure. Light volume on the freeways, and so far, well, we're pretty much to the end of the drive, and we are in pretty good shape. It never really got started this morning, so that's good news for you if you're about to hit the roads. We'll be right back.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news, live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
In our top stories this morning, the longest shutdown in federal government history could soon be coming to an end. Yesterday, 8 Senate Democrats joined with the Republicans to reach a tentative deal that would open the government for a couple months. The deal passed with 60 votes, enough to get through the Senate. Now it goes to the House. And the governors of both Oregon and Washington say they will resist orders from the Trump administration to undo SNAP benefit distributions to hundreds of thousands of people following a federal court order. The USDA sent a memo Friday to SNAP administrators nationwide, directing them to reverse any full November benefit payments and return to issuing reduced benefits. Governor Tina Kotek calls the USDA's demand unlawful and immoral. And Multnomah County Animal Services is calling on the community to adopt a pet. They say the Troutdale facility is over capacity, with dogs outpacing adoptions. So right now, Animal Services is not able to take any surrenders. They're asking those in the foster program to reach out to possibly take in a dog temporarily to help with capacity.
Right. 7-day forecast. We now have some rain up around Astoria, Long Beach, probably now also moving into Seaside. Good morning to you. Portland, cloudy but dry, with the possibility of some light rain passing here in the valley at some point today as well. We'll see if we get anything or not. Really, we don't expect much of any significant rain until we get into Thursday and Friday.
And the morning commute never really got started today.
Good.
Really light volume out there. If you're about to hit the roads right now, it is an atypical Monday morning for sure on the roads with very light volume. 15 minutes gets you in from Hillsborough, 21 minutes from Troutdale. Quick check of the trip out of Clark County. They're already away.
Piece of cake, yeah.
13 minutes gets you in from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge right now.
All right, we have one last story to get to this morning. Talking about these guys. One of the most beloved TV shows for generations of children is celebrating a birthday. Sesame Street turns 56 today. The public television show started out as a way to help underprivileged preschool-age children get ready for kindergarten. It features iconic characters like Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Bert and Ernie, and Elmo. 80 million Americans have watched Sesame Street since its debut in 1969, but that does not include Rotter Eye.
But you know, I think it's a fair statement to say back in the 60s, going to like preschool before kindergarten really wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So this was an important educational show back in the day to set the table.
I was raised with Sesame Street.
Kindergarten, yeah.
Sunny days.
Dun, dun, dun.
Clouds
Yeah,
away. I
yeah,
still
that's
can't remember
it.
the words, so
Yeah.
I guess it didn't educate me very well. But.
Yeah, I grew up with it too. My buddy Todd Moreau, my neighbor boy, Todd Moreau, my buddy, we watched it all the time together.
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
Aw.
All the great ones.
Now we got
Elmo.
YouTube.
Yeah, we do.
So educational.
TikTok.
Just a reminder that you can watch Sunrise every day live here exclusively on KGW Plus at 7 o'clock. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Have a good one.